Tony Stewart Racing announced on Tuesday that they have parted ways with driver Donny Schatz effective immediately. I know, I'm as shocked as the rest of you are. It's one of those things where I read it, I scrolled past it, and I said, hang on a second. I rolled back and was like, there's no way that this is true. It is, in fact, true. After 8 World of Outlaws championships, 234 victories, 9 Knoxville Nationals, Donny Schatz will no longer be behind the wheel of that number 15 TSR car. Obviously, they've struggled over the last few years, and they certainly have not had the performance that they've wanted. They got rid of their Ford engines earlier this year, and they just haven't seen the results come from that in the subsequent races. So Schatz is out. In is Kerry Madsen, who will finish out the year in that number 15 car for TSR. Madsen drove for TSR back in 2021 and 14. He drove the number 14 car, and in 37 races, won 6 times. So he's familiar with the organization, he's familiar with the team and everything like that. He will, of course, miss one of the races later in August because he is contending for the Knoxville Track Championship this year. So he'll miss that weekend, but then he'll be back in that car to finish out the season. Honestly, this is crazy. It's like when Brett Favre left the Packers. You just didn't expect to see him somewhere else. I mean, Donny Schatz had been at TSR for 18 years. It'd be like Jeff Gordon getting the boot by Hendrick Motorsports. You just can't really imagine him being somewhere else. And obviously he was somewhere else beforehand, but he was so you just knew of Donny Schatz in that Tony Stewart Racing car. That's just where you expected him to be. And they had a ton of success together. Now, obviously, this probably isn't going to be the end of the road for Donny Schatz. I imagine we'll see him try to pop up somewhere else, or he just rides off into the sunset, sells his jet, and just retires, because what more can the guy accomplish in this sport? Yeah, obviously, Kinser's got more championships than him, but Donny Schatz has a resume that few are ever going to touch at this point. It is still just one of those wild stories where you kind of can't believe it, and ultimately everything comes to an end, right? Not everybody gets their storybook ending, but didn't think it was going to happen this way. I thought they'd at least let Donny maybe go out on his own terms. But regardless, Tony said that he and Donny talked about it. They're not running the way they want to and felt like a change needed to be made.